Yo.
What a shot! And with stops in the corner. Oh, and then the chest as well. No man.
Oh, go ahead. Do your little intro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Earth2SportsTalk, episode 38. Let's just go ahead and call this season 2. So, season 2, episode 1, we're back at Earth2SportsTalk with your boys Mo and Weds. I, of course, am Mo.
And I'm Weds. What's up, people?
I got it right. It's been a minute, but I got it right.
It took you 37 weeks, bro. But you know,
bro, it's not the point. Did I get it right? Yes or no? Yes.
You definitely did.
Why can't we just go there? Like, I got it right and just keep it there and move on.
Okay, you got it right. Let's move on. Yeah.
Great. It's the second most wonderful time of the year because the NBA playoffs are on full fucking blast.
I'm sorry. What's the first?
Football season. Day
one.
Okay,
cool.
What?
Bro, for some reason I thought you meant like Christmas. I was about to say the fuck.
Nah,
like
that's a white man. Nah. Yeah, it's the second most wonderful time of the year. Basketball season is coming to a close because the NBA playoffs are on full fucking tilt. And what is a better time for us to pick the show back up with another season than to bring you our thoughts, coverage, and
analysis,
all of those words,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, for the NBA playoffs. Also, on the background of the NBA playoffs is the NHL playoffs. And if you do remember, when we started this show, I think it was NHL finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started this show with the NHL finals, so it's kind of great. I want to thank everyone that's been here with us and everyone that's going to start from this point and continue to grow with us. We are here for you weekly. It's a Tuesday show. Today's Wednesday. It kind of happened to fall today, but we are here with you weekly. So, Wetton,
yes,
NBA playoffs so far, what do you think?
First off, I knew the first round of the NBA playoff was going to be absolutely amazing.
Correct.
Because I looked at the whole first round matchups, and every matchup looked good. I mean, granted, they didn't all turn out great, but they all looked good. Because my favorite one that I thought was going to be amazing coming up, it unfortunately was disappointing. It was Clippers Suns, because I was hoping between Kawhi, PG, Westbrook, and the rest of that Clippers squad, I was hoping you put that full team together, which a lot of people already picked them to win the finals. And I thought, man, you put that versus the Suns, that's going to be great. But then no Kawhi since game 2, no PG the entire series. Westbrook balled out, but unfortunately, he didn't come. The Clippers got smacked early. But outside of that, one of the series that surprised me though was Hawks and Celtics, because I thought the Celtics was going to smack them out, get them all the way out of there. So I mean, don't get me wrong, we could go into each individual ones, but so far I'm not disappointed. I'm loving it so far, and Laker Nation, let's go.
Don't say that again. So my quick thoughts on the playoffs. I'm loving with the matchups are fucking amazing. The play-in I think was a pretty fun experience this year. I thought all the teams that were in the play-in vying for a playoff spot were legit. I think it's funny because in the West it was literally 6 teams all the way to all the way to the end, right?
Yep.
And then it was the 4 teams in the play-in, right? And we all know how that went. The Lakers got in, and
Minnesota got in.
Yeah, the Lakers and Minnesota got in. Unfortunately, Minnesota's been out for a minute, and I didn't think Minnesota would have been a challenge to anyone. Let me be honest, but I did think they were legit. I didn't think I thought they were going to lose, but I didn't think it was going to be that. if that makes sense.
What, 4-1?
I thought they were going to do more, win 2 games at least, maybe even take it down to. I thought they would make it interesting.
Why? What has Minnesota done to show
It
you that,
wasn't necessarily Minnesota. I didn't think Denver was going to be super powerful and shutting. I didn't think Denver was going to be all. I mean, granted, Denver is the number 1 seed. But for some reason, I am not the biggest Nikola Jokic believer.
Denver is a very Denver is somehow so showing up as an underdog, even though they're the number 1 seed in the West.
That is very true. That is very true.
People are still looking at them as an underdog, and I think it's because they haven't made it to that level yet. Because they haven't make it to the finals, for example. They've had a team for the last 4 years.
I mean, Murray made a name for himself in the Mickey Mouse Championships.
Bro, first of all, no. Let these other idiots call it Mickey Mouse Championship. Let them call it the Bubble Championship. I'm not doing that, all right? Please cut it out, okay? I'm not doing that. Stop it.
You saw me do the air quotes, man.
I know, bro. Cut it out. No.
Okay, all right.
Let those other people do it. I'm not doing that, bro.
Trust me. I understand that, but for some reason, just like you said, because they haven't shown up, they haven't at that team. For the team that they are, they haven't done it. So it's why am I believing in this team? Is how I felt.
But to be fair to them, all things considered, they did lose Jamal Murray for almost 2 years.
Correct.
With injuries, and then Michael Porter Jr. That man has had more back surgery. Can't say the thing what I want to say on here, but he's had a ton of back surgery. So it's they haven't been exactly complete. But I'm looking at them now. Even if you look at guys like KCP balling for them, you look at Aaron Gordon, who's a great piece for them. What's his name? Even Jeff Green. Jeff Green's been in the league since 1947, and he's still ball for them every chance. Every time he's on the floor. So,
correct.
Yeah, man, it's been.
But my biggest surprise, and even though I feel like it shouldn't be a big surprise, but my biggest surprise is Milwaukee going down 3-1. And this is why, right? And this is why, because last year everyone said, "Oh, Milwaukee was right. They would have, gone to the finals if they had the full team, right?" Which they do this year.
They also lost their best player in the world for 2 games, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so
they're down 3-1. He came back, bro. They're down 3-1. I did not see Milwaukee going down 3-1. Obviously, I don't think they're going to lose at 4-1. I don't think that's what's going to happen. But, if we're being honest, I think – don't make that face. I think Milwaukee's going to lose this series. That's where I'm at now. At first, when I looked at the series, I'm like, oh, Milwaukee got this. But now I feel like Milwaukee's going to lose the series, and that's very, very unfortunate. My other – I think the biggest surprise in all of these playoffs is the play-in teams, the teams that – had to fight for a spot.
They're the ones leading
teams that are doing this shit right now.
Lakers up 3-1, Heat up 3-1. Yeah. One thing I will say though, and bear with me on this one. I'm going to channel in my inner.
Oh man, I'm scared.
When I say it, you'll understand. When it comes to playoff basketball, when it comes to balling out when it matters, you can have MJ, you can have LeBron, you can have Kobe, Kareem, Shaq, you can have them all. I want Jimmy Butler on my squad.
No,
I want Jimmy Bucket.
See, you said it. You said I was gonna have a problem with it, and I absolutely fucking do. No,
bro. No.
I love Jimmy for what he did yesterday, but I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. I'm not going to be a
prisoner of the moment.
That's what you're doing, bro.
Do you remember?
He is Jimmy Butler. I get it.
Let me finish. Go ahead. Do you remember that Heat finals against the Lakers?
Oh, I remember.
Where Bam went down, and night in and night out, Jimmy Buckets get that man put the city of Miami on his back. And I'm gotta tell you, I've been to Miami. It's not an easy feat. That man put the city on his back, and he started getting you buckets. And The other night, he did just that and more. That man gave you 56. And at one point, Milwaukee in the third quarter, like I think like in the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, Milwaukee was up 15. And what you call it? Tyler Hero went down. Bam was playing like garbage.
Hasn't
I think he had
Tyler
like
Hero
two.
been out?
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, Tyler he was out.
Oh, you're
And
talking
then
about game one.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I'm talking about the game I just passed. Like, Tyler Hero's out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying no Tyler Hero. Bam playing like garbage.
Correct.
Jimmy Buckets decided, you know what? I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's Giannis, Thanasis, what do you call it?
Man, Thanasis is there to collect the check. I love that family, but he's there to collect the check.
My man Jimmy Butler say, yo, there is nobody on this squad that can hold me, and I'm going to prove it. He gave you buckets after buckets after buckets. At one point, Milwaukee was like, you know what? Let's stop everybody else and let Jimmy go off because we can't stop him. So what I'm saying is, again, listen, take this clip.
I will, because you're being a prisoner of the moment, my guy. Like, let's be honest.
That's how sports go, bro. That's how sports go, bro.
But
that's how sports go, man.
I'm not gonna let you because I am your friend, and I'm not gonna let you be stuck in this moment. Because if Jimmy does 13 points the next game, I will remind you,
bro. As of right now, if Jimmy does nothing the rest of the series, I'm okay with it because
I kind of believe you. I feel like you're gonna give him a pass because I know you're gonna give him a pass, and I will give him a pass too because nobody else on the Miami squad is doing anything. I 100% guarantee. Like, I believe you,
bro.
Like,
we're talking
no
like
arguments from me on that.
We're talking 2 years ago. Milwaukee was champs. Last year, if they didn't lose that Middleton, people said they would be the one making it there. Like this Milwaukee team is a complete squad, bro. It's a complete squad.
Correct.
Between Drew Holiday is like easily one of the best top 5 best perimeter defender in the league. And there was nobody that could stop that man. Not Drew, not Middleton, not Content, not Giannis, nobody. Bro, Brook Lopez is playing like he was back in Brooklyn. Do you remember that Brook Lopez playing with his back to the basket, giving you 25 and 15 a night?
That Brook Lopez was fire,
bro. The other night he had I think 4 or 5 blocks along with like 25 points and another like 12 boards. The team was balling, but they had no answer for Jimmy Buckets, man. So again, I know I'm partially joking here about it, but seriously, bro, when it comes to playoff basketball, that man can ball.
Correct. Oh no, that's true. Like he is. I feel you on to the point where you're like you can have Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, you can have Shaq. I feel you up to that, and I think that's why I'm like, oh, don't get caught. But like, you're fucking right. I want Jimmy Butler on my squad, even if he doesn't give me buckets. Jimmy Butler is a hustler. He's going to leave everything on the court.
He's going to outwork every single person on the floor every time.
If he doesn't get buckets, I feel like Jimmy Butler will do something else to help us. Like yes. So I believe you. I do absolutely want him on my squad, but I also want LeBron James. I want Kobe. I want Jordan.
No, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm not listening.
Nah. I'm fucking with you. But like, let's talk about the 4 games that's going on today. It's 2 actually going on right now. Lakers, Grizzlies, Cavs, Knicks. Question. No, I think this is the most important one because I saw you make the pettiest Facebook post I've ever seen in my life today, and I want you to discuss it on the show. I'm gonna give you to talk about that post, and I'm gonna ask you why you made that post. 1, and I'm 2, and I'm gonna ask you what your thoughts on the series so far.
Okay.
So go ahead and talk about the post first.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me find you the post. Okay, so about 2 years ago, a friend of mine, exactly 2 years ago today, he made a post saying why Knicks fans should be Nets fans. Because at the time, the Nets had KD, Kyrie, Harden, and the entirety of his post was the fact that, if you're a Knicks fan, Brooklyn is now a New York team. You should be have a dual fanship type, fandom type of thing. because and he gave a whole reason. I don't think I need to bother reading a whole lot of it, but he said that, and it's all about like all the reasons why they should be Nets fans, because it's a New York team. And matter of fact, you know what? Give me a second. Knicks fans, why Knicks fans have to accept the Nets? Because they have to hold dual fanship. Why? For the reason they have so aggressively articulated their support for the Knicks. It's a New York team. If your reason for being a Knicks fan um, is other than is other than that, then okay. But if you are big on the fact that it's a New York team, you should do the same for the Nets. And he went on and then he gave a whole bunch of explanation. But fast forward to today. I was scrolling through Facebook, and Facebook memories reminded me that of he said that. And he tagged me and like 40 other people in that post.
40.
And I look at that post, and I look at the fact that the Knicks are one game away from the second round. The Nets have been garbage since they lost that entire squad. Everybody that was in the original post, KD, Kyrie, Harden, all gone.
Even the garbage. Didn't they make it to the?
They made the playoffs.
Yeah, they were the first.
But also, they had Kyrie and KD for the first half of the season. So but again, I'm not saying the garbage in terms of they can't play. I'm simply saying they are not the team that like the team that everybody was expecting for the Nets to be. They were not that, and it's because again, I will forever hate Kyrie and KD. You just understand that. And you know the reason.
It's not because you pay tickets, money to go see them, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly why. That's exactly why. Okay. And then and I want to see them two versus Harden and Embiid. And one left Sunday, one left Wednesday, and the game was Friday. So again, I hate them forever. So, but with that being said, I look at that post. I'm like, man, if there was ever a post that did not age well, it's this one.
Spoiled milk,
bro.
You fucking banana ass post.
Bro, that thing was spoiled milk, banana, avocado, what else?
Whatever perishable food you can find, moldy ass bread. I read that post and I was crying laughing, and the only reason I was crying laughing is because you posted it. Because again, I wasn't tagged on it, and
I went because it was a while ago. But bro, what I'm telling you, like he made and again, the things he's a writer. So when he writes something,
it was probably eloquent as fuck too. Right?
What I tell you, so well articulated. It's my friend Jerry, my boy Jerry. Again, that man could write you an essay, and seriously, you could hand that essay on to anybody, and it'd be amazing because he's a really really great writer. So after I seen that post, I was like, okay, let's go with it. And then so today, when I saw it, I was like, man, talk about a post that did not age well. Kyrie is in Cancun, and KD just won the series last night, and the Nets have been out of there for quite some time now. So yeah, that's there's that. But yeah, man, go ahead.
Right. Okay, great. So let's. So the second question, again, obviously because the Knicks and the Cavs are playing today. Knicks are one game away. Cavs are in a game fighting for the rest of the season. Who do you have? Yeah. I mean, currently it's 61-51 Knicks, but who do you have?
The Knicks is going to win the series tonight because the Knicks have momentum. And the Cavs, the moment they lost game 3, it almost looked like they stopped playing. Because and here's what they reminded me of. Not on that same scale, but do you remember Miami in 2011 when Wade, Braun, and Bosh had just gotten together? It's almost like when the game's on the line, like when the game matters, who do you go to? Do you go to Garland? Do you go to Mitchell? Do you try make like the team? Their identity is not there. They have really great pieces because Darius Garland is a baller. But he hasn't looked like that, this season, except for this playoff, except for game 2 maybe. And Mitchell can ball. However, the Knicks have neutralized him outside of the first game, first or second game. Outside of that, they've neutralized him. And if you look at the rest of the team, they don't have a lot of other playmakers. So because of that, it all comes down to one of those two guys, and they just haven't been getting it done. And so yeah, I think the Knicks win the series tonight. Even though again, and my uncle is the biggest Knicks fan in the world, and you were there,
I was
and
there. I was there.
and how he is about the Knicks. He will listen. This man will write you a think piece every chance he get the moment the Knicks are mentioned. But with that being said, as far as the Knicks go, yeah, I think they're gonna win the series tonight. I don't think that there's any questions about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. It's how many closeout games are going? Oh yeah, it's 3 closeout games today actually.
Yeah.
So that's the one closeout game, and then there's another game going on. Is the Grizzlies? We're fine in the West, and
you say I'm petty,
he said it. Like he literally sat in front of what's her name, and he said it. We're
Taylor
fine in the West.
Rooks.
Taylor Rooks.
Mhm.
And the Lakers. Currently, that game, the Grizzlies are up 38-24. Okay.
Okay.
Do you believe the Grizzlies have what it takes to pull it off tonight? And if they do pull it off tonight, do you think they have what it takes to finish the Lakers? Or the Lakers
The
done?
the Lakers win when they go back home, and when they go back home. Game
Okay.
6, the Lakers win.
So
I think the Grizzlies. I think Grizzlies can win tonight. Although I'm not. I don't. Okay. By the way, how's Ja's hands? His non-shooting hand.
I didn't see any reports on it. Like I think
Okay,
he's
so
playing.
yeah. So then okay. So because the thing
Yeah,
with Grizzlies
he's
is
playing. Yeah.
thing with the Grizzlies is the fact that I think they have they are such a high energy team. And that's why the Lakers cannot sustain any lead. They have on the Grizzlies, and we've seen that in a couple of games where they were leading, but then Grizzlies came back crazy. Even the game they lost, I think game 3.
Yeah, where the Lakers went up like 30 points in the first half.
Yeah, and
First
somehow,
quarter.
and
somehow
then
end up winning the game like 10, 11
yeah,
points. That was
yeah.
crazy to me. Ja
And
had 45 that game.
Ja had 45, like 13 and 9 or something like that. So the Grizzlies are such a high energy team. I think they are able to do so much more than they do. It's because they have all the talent, but they don't have a guy that well. And again, I think Ja might be that guy for them. However, when the game is on the line,
he needs to learn how to Euro step for real.
Bro, Euro step, floater, like anything other than like trying to leap over everybody, bro. Because you weigh 165 pounds soaking wet, and you're trying to leap over, LeBron James. LeBron got almost 100 pounds on this man. Trying to leap over him, and especially we already like fell on that hand like multiple times. Like, bro, how long did you try to make your career last? Because I think you and I spoke about this. There were so many careers that was short lived because of injuries.
Yeah, and we will eventually return to that subject. Let's just run through the games going on today. So you said Lakers lose maybe, and the Lakers win back
game
in
6.
crypto. Okay.
Yeah.
We already kind of previewed this game because we talked about Hemi Butler, but this is the game comes on in 9:30. Heat's Bucks. Close out. You think Giannis puts on a Giannis game, 40 points, 40 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 blocks.
Giannis got a triple double,
3 steals.
Giannis got a triple double, and they win this game, and he and they live to see another day.
Ooh, you know what's funny about this one is, okay, you said Knicks win tonight. You said the Lakers win game 6, but for this one, you said they live to see another day.
Oh no! I don't. No. When I say live to see another day, I mean game 6. I don't mean like they're gonna win the series, because I don't believe Miami is going to let them come back.
Okay.
Unless Giannis have an all-time performance, which we know he's capable of, because they told that man he can shoot free throws.
Man,
one
shot,
game,
what was it, 17?
He came back and made like 18 of them. It was 18 for 20.
Yeah, he was nasty.
So again,
nasty.
We know he's capable, capable of a lot. So it's just a matter of like, what kind of game you're gonna get from him, because Giannis, we can count on Giannis to be Giannis. And even with the way Lopez has been playing, okay, here's something crazy, bro. In this entire series, in this series, Brooke Lopez has been playing better than AD has been playing for LA.
You know what? I can agree with you. AD's been really inconsistent with LA. Apart
Up
from
in
outside of what game 3 where he had the double, was it a double?
yeah, 31 and
30,
30,
yeah,
31 17. Yeah, 31
yeah.
17. Yeah.
Outside of that game,
He's been
he's
inconsistent.
been
Yeah.
very pedestrian. And
Yeah.
you had a game in game 1 where he let Austin Reeves, handle that. The other game, Rui Hachimura handled that. Like,
Oh no, game 1 was Hachimura.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
it was Hachimura, and
yeah.
it was Austin Reeves after that. But yeah.
So like, I'm not understanding why AD. Everyone says AD is supposedly the leader of this team, right? Because LeBron is 97 years old, and
Who said that?
I mean, isn't he though? Isn't he the de
No,
facto?
he should be. He
Right.
should be. Should be. AD hasn't proven that not one season yet, and they've been together what 4 seasons now. Yeah, not one time has he proven it yet. No,
Okay,
not yet.
All right. So I just need it because I feel like if AD wakes up, that team to me
no.
might be the sleeper.
If AD wakes up, that team wins. That is not even might be a sleeper. If AD wakes up, that team wins. You know why? Because you don't have a 1-2 punch like AD and Braun anywhere else, in the league. Nowhere else. There's no other 1-2 that's like AD and Braun. If AD decides to wake up and realize, oh yeah, I'm actually Anthony Davis, not street clothes Davis. Like he would probably easily.
All right,
not easily, but I think they definitely.
I think
win if he wakes up.
It'd be an easier path for them. To get there.
But AD has been too pedestrian, and he's been like I think one game he had like 6 blocks, and then next game he's like oh yeah he didn't reach double-digit points until like end of the 4th quarter.
End of the 4th. That was the game they lost. The game they lost. The game the Grizzlies won. The one.
No, that was
That was the game Dylan Brooks was chatting shit. I think. I'm not sure.
No. That was game 4. That was game 4, bro. Game 4 is when he had the trash game. He had a terrible game in game 4, even though they won, and that's the game they went to OT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was Mondays.
Yeah. So I think it's the fact that AD has been, like you said, is very pedestrian. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, all right. I want to see how this series go, man. I'm excited for it.
I'm very excited for this series. I think this is a very interesting series, though. But let's talk about the last game for tonight.
And that is the absolute best series so far.
Honestly, it is, and I think it's the series where don't get me wrong. Like I just I think God's team is Golden State Warriors. Like there's no time where the stars don't align for them. There's never been a time where they've won it all. The stars haven't just aligned. Like the heavens just parted and people just fall on their face. And they don't get me wrong. Last year there was what was it? They played Dallas. Western. Listen, when I say the stars align, the stars literally align.
But Dallas beat, who did Dallas beat? The
Phoenix.
Suns?
Yes.
Yeah. So the stars in a line. Dallas, Phoenix couldn't perform.
And I honestly feel like if Phoenix made it there, something would have happened and Phoenix would have won. If
Phoenix made it there, you know what would have happened? CP3 would have crumbled because again, CP3 when it comes to playoffs, he forgets how to play basketball.
That he's the point guard. But no, this is absolute, as you said, the absolute best game of the playoffs.
Best series of the playoffs. Absolutely.
So far. It went up 2-0, now it's 2-2, and they're playing tonight for all of it. The Aaron Fox is gonna be playing he's gonna play. The Aaron Fox. This is an away game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
it's Sacramento, yeah.
So the odds are looking more like the Kings, right? Based on how De'Aaron Fox moves, the odds are saying the Kings, and the reason the odds are saying the Kings is because Golden State this season for some no in the last 2 seasons for real, Golden State has not been a good away team.
Can't play on the road. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So go ahead, man.
Oh no, I didn't have much to add to that one except Aaron Fox is him.
Aaron
He
Fox.
is yes.
Okay.
Aaron Fox. That's who he is now because I've never first of all, I'm not gonna say never, but I haven't seen somebody on their first playoff ball out like De'Aaron Fox is balling, man.
Like no fear. He looks like he's been here before. He's not scared of the moment. And the thing I love mostly is that he's not scared of who he's playing against.
It
Usually
doesn't matter.
Yes, usually people come up against the Golden State. I feel like this is why Dallas lost last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is they came up against Golden State and they crumbled. Like people like you have this game plan. I think we were talking because we were watching the fight.
Yeah.
And you said your whole game plan changes when somebody punches you in the mouth. But the 2 games they won, especially that second game, because they were down in the second game, and somehow they took the best punch Golden State could give them, and said, "Okay."
That's what makes them scary. Because, and you know what's crazy though? I think we have spoken about this multiple times. There's something to be said about playing with house money. The Kings right now are playing with house money. Because right now, the way the team is constructed, the guys on the team, no, like outside of like Mike Brown and Harrison Barnes, none of them been here before. None of those guys been here before. None of those guys have been, especially like to the mountaintop, right? So outside of those guys, but somehow you watch De'Aaron Fox play, and he's playing like, like trust me, I got this. Like, it's like Golden State go up 10, hit 2 threes, a couple of buckets. Back in the game, no matter what Golden State throw at them, they have a counter for it. Down to and even on defense. First of all, asking somebody to guard Steph on defense and then go out and ball on offense is criminal.
Yeah, because usually you don't put your best player on Steph because you're gonna tire that person out on offense.
Exactly, because and that's why when they played Cleveland, back in like 2015 and all that, like Dellavedova was gas after every game. Like he was,
man made money. Like I don't fucking like. Yes, they lost, but can you understand how Steph has gotten people paid? LeBron has gotten people paid. Like the same way Tom Brady's gotten, Peyton Manning have gotten people paid.
Yeah,
honestly, listen, yeah.
So
I love this series. It's scrappy. It's everything that I wanted. It's kind of also the roughest series, right? With the whole Draymond thing and Sabonis thing. Like they're scrappy. They're fighting for the ball.
Not only that, but they're also the best shooting. They're also the 2 best shooting team in the entire playoffs so far.
Correct.
The absolute 2 best shooting teams. And again, watching I know I've said this multiple times. And the things though, I'm talking about the Kings and not the Warriors because we know who the Warriors are. Right. We know who the Warriors are. We know what they can do. 4 chips in the last 8 years. Like we don't gotta talk about it. We've talked that we all Warriors talked out,
bro.
We know what the Warriors are.
But didn't this show start based on that? Like we finished the NHL championships and we jumped right into Boston. Like
yeah.
So
it was we know what the Warriors are. But even the guys that come off their bench, you watch Malik Monk. First of all, at some point I was like, oh man, he wasn't in LA. And it was like, all right, just
very
let him
forgettable.
go.
Yeah, very forgettable player in LA.
And now, first of all, I think him and De'Aaron Fox had a game this season where they each dropped 40.
Yeah,
where they each dropped 40.
Yeah,
and then this series game 1.
Yeah, they both went off.
So it's like, you watch that team. It's like, everybody on the team is balling, and it's like they're balling like they've been here, like they've been here before, and this is just another obstacle, they have to get over. Don't get me wrong. There's something to be said about a champion spirit, because Draymond went down, was suspended for game 4. Was it, for game 4?
Game three.
He was suspended for game 3,
and they won that game.
And they were going back to Golden State, and it was like, oh man, if you go down 3-0, ain't no coming back for that. And Warriors came out and they said, "Oh, now we're not gonna lose this game."
Stole 2 games.
You're like, we're not gonna lose this game. So again, we know what the Warriors are, we know what they can do. But this series is my absolute favorite, and Aaron Fox is him.
Okay.
Aaron Fox.
Okay. So now that we've covered the teams that are playing today, let's talk about the teams that have been kicked out. I mean, one of them we kind of talked about because of your post in Brooklyn. Do you have anything to add to Brooklyn? And are you looking for them to bounce back? And like I think they have a nice group of guys.
They
With
have
Mikal Bridges, they can build around that, right? They
they
still have
have
Ben Simmons, so Ben
they have
Simmons.
a good team. They have a good team, but the problem is, and whether anybody likes to admit it or not, when it comes down to it, when the game is on the line, you need somebody to go get you a bucket. They don't have somebody like that. They don't have that in Brooklyn, and the problem is, you need that because if you look at every team who's ever won, like at any point, we always had a guy, who we can count on to do that. And right now, the league is too star has too much star power and too star oriented for them, for them to be able to like compete really without a guy of that caliber. And I think I've heard them say, like something like, "Oh, if Dame become available, Brooklyn, might target him." I'm like, that might be a good move for both Dame and Brooklyn, because
I don't know
but
because Dame is now under bigger, brighter, shinier lights. The lights in Portland are clouded. Because it's cloudy in that fucking state in the city of Portland.
like 11 months out of the year is cloudy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
so like he comes to New like this is because I think we're going to talk about another person coming to New York in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you feel about Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, yeah, I feel like again, Brooklyn have very is a very good team, all around. They have very good pieces, and Mikal Bridges, I watched him play the second half of the season. I was like, yo, I feel like you were being like stunted, like you were being stunted in Phoenix.
No, that's the thing. I don't think he was. I personally think Mikal Bridges was shining in Phoenix. Was it the year they went to the finals where Devin Booker?
Defensively,
No,
defensively,
where
he was
Devin
yeah.
Booker
Mhm.
wasn't. The year they went to the
Mhm.
finals, Mikal Bridges was balling. Last year with Devin Booker kind of fading away,
Mhm.
Mikal Bridges was balling, but
Yeah, I know.
he's not.
He wasn't. He
He's
wasn't. He
not
wasn't.
him.
He wasn't. He wasn't number one, two, or even three options. So because of that, but I feel like because but in Brooklyn though,
Under bright lights, you can get to
under bright
see
lights,
people a lot better.
and you know what's crazy though? That's the thing. That's the thing with like with like NBA superstars and NBA players in general, right? You could see who when the lights when the heat gets turned up a little bit,
Mhm.
you could see who withers under under that heat and who rises to the occasion. And
Correct.
so guys like Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler, those are the kind of guys that they rise to the occasion because Butler could have a terrible. I think he had a very pedestrian season. I don't think he had a season where he was like, oh man, he has such an amazing season. And he goes
No,
the rest of
Butler.
it.
Yeah, Butler hasn't had he didn't have a
No,
great season this year, and that's
yeah,
the thing. But Jimmy Butler in the playoffs
he
will
performs.
turn it on. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think that's like really important. So that's Brooklyn.
yeah.
The other team that was kicked off, Minnesota. I have no words. I literally don't have anything to say about them.
I
They went all out because they wanted a center so that they can give your boy a little bit of room to roam and be the shooter that he is.
Cat is not him. You know how I just told you De'Aaron Fox is him?
All right.
Cat is not him. He's just not. Like, it doesn't matter who you put around him. It doesn't matter what team you put around him. It doesn't matter what role you put him in. He's just not that guy. It's about time we just accept it, admit it, and just figure out, like, yo, are you okay being, like, borderline playoff team every season and then go from there? Or do you want to, start making some actual moves? Because getting Rudy Gobert to Minnesota is, of all things you need, Rudy Gobert was not one of them. And so you put a guy who's not him, Rudy Gobert, with another guy who's not him, Cat, and you have a team who's clearly not it. That's all. I
Okay.
got nothing else.
Okay. This is the one that I think might be interesting. The Clippers. The guys who put on full gear to beat the Lakers every season. The Lakers stoppers. Because I remember in the bubble,
Hmm.
everyone was the Clippers, the Clip Show. It's not the Lake Show anymore. It's the Clip Show. They own the Lakers. They
But
beat them in the hold
by
on,
the
hold
way,
on, hold
by the
on,
way.
hold on, hold
Hmm.
on, hold on. They beat them in the regular season. It's Clippers time now. The Lakers have had all of it now. Like when we're hanging banners next year, for winners, I think the Clippers should take a day to hang. We beat the Lakers. We own the we own LeBron since he's been a Laker. I think that's the banner they should hang.
Okay.
And you called Anthony Davis street clothes.
I've said this to you before,
Kawhi Leonard is
and
street clothes.
I've
But
said
go
this
ahead.
to you before, and I'm gonna continue saying it. Why aren't you a better person?
I am a great person, Watson. I am a great person. At least your uncle thinks so. But go ahead.
He's biased because because anybody that goes against me, he's like, yes, absolutely, yes, I'm on that side. And
Oh man.
and I think it's because he stopped growing at 17. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm
Um,
definitely snitching, but go ahead.
you think I haven't told him this 100 times?
I don't care. I'm just gonna snitch. It's just gonna make me happy to do that.
No, but it's funny though because I'm like, yo, because when it comes to the Clippers, it's like they've had the Clippers haven't been a bad team in like 15 years.
No, because they had what was it? What was the nickname for the team? CP3, Blake
Lob City.
Griffin, Lob
Lob
City.
City.
Exactly.
Lob City was first of all, Lob City is another team that blew a 3-1 lead twice.
Lob
Uh,
City put like I would have gone to what was the arena at the time? What was it called? Staples Center.
Staples Center, yeah.
I would have gone to the Staples to watch Lob City.
When I tell you, man, that team was so stacked and so beautiful, and they played
Hmm.
basketball so well, but somehow they couldn't get it done. No
Nope.
matter what the Clippers do,
It's
they
a curse.
just not it.
It's
And
a
that's why I
curse.
told you. That's what I told you earlier. They have to leave that arena. They can't play. They can't play in the same arena as the Lakers because every single time a Lakers game is over and they have to take down 17 championship banners, a bunch of retired numbers from Kareem, Magic, Kobe, two of them. Like when they have to do that to hang your division championship like banners, or like you suggested, we beat the Lakers banners. When they have to do that, I think something about the team to be like, oh man, we're really not it. I think something in the back of their mind just tell them they are just not it. Going forward, though, this part is going to pain me to say, but I think it's time you move on. It's time you
Blow,
decide
blow
like,
up
yo,
that team.
hmm?
Blow up that team.
I wouldn't say blow up, but I think you make some drastic changes, man. Because whatever you have now, you have like you don't have enough of an identity. You don't have enough like guys who's like available. You don't have enough. Don't get me wrong. They have a million guys who could ball because if you look at that squad from top to bottom, everybody on the team could ball. Bones Highland, Norman Powell, what do you call it? Like geez, I'm thinking I'm thinking
Wentworth?
about the bench.
Oh, you're going bench. Okay.
Terrence Mann. Like I'm like, yo, if you look at that team, everybody on that team can flat out ball.
Hmm.
But the problem is they just can't get it done when it matters.
No. Like and I think okay, so here's my take, right? And this is going
Mm-hmm.
to be a very salty take because this take is coming from San Antonio, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
not just a Clippers take. It's a Clippers take via San Antonio. I think
Mm-hmm.
they have a superstar that is there for like just regular games, but is almost never available. Like I we talked about load management like a while
Mm-hmm.
back. I think it was one of our shows, and I was
Yeah.
I'm for load management, and because
Yeah.
I'm for load management, I am also for the fact that if you're hurt, don't step on the court because if you
Yeah.
further injure yourself, now you are not available for more games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you feel something and you don't feel like you can come back, don't do it Because if you come back and then
Mm-hmm.
further hurt yourself, now you're done for like the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I don't think Kawhi hurt himself. Hear me out. I don't think he hurt himself in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he hurt himself in the playoffs. I think when they said suit up, you're gonna play LA. We need to beat the Lakers. I think that's where it happened. No one is gonna say anything. We're gonna talk. We're gonna say it happened in the playoffs because it's easier. It's easier to carry, right? Oh, because he
Mm-hmm.
sat out for the rest of the season after that. After
Mm-hmm.
the Lakers game, granted, there wasn't that many games left, but he sat out for the
Yeah.
rest of the season after that. He was available for game one, and they said he tweaked it, and then he played game two, I think, and then
Mm-hmm.
he didn't, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Kawhi is the most unavailable superstar, and I understand injuries. But he's the most unavailable superstar, and I just can't take it. I can't. I can't. What is the next excuse? Because yes, Kawhi is the heart of a champion. He wants to play when he's hurt. And then we look at Zion, who hurt himself a while ago, and it doesn't feel like he's 100% because someone, JJ Redick made a point. It's not just the physical part of it, right? Because you got to physically come back from the injury. You also got to mentally come back from the injury, and I think that's why Ben Simmons hasn't stepped on the court for a minute. Is he hasn't mentally come back from the back or whatever it's
Yeah.
hurting. Because again, as you and I have played sports, if you have back spasms, bro, you might as well just hang it up, right? Because yes, you can feel great tonight. You can feel great tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
The third night, that thing flares up and you cannot move. Your back is
Yeah.
locked. You can't even get out of bed. I get that. If you've dealt with that and somehow physically make it through, you have to because now and anytime you jump or anytime you land weird,
Mm-hmm.
the mental hit. I think yes, Kawhi has all of the mental attributes to I can push through, I can do this. But bro, I don't think he's built like that.
And it's crazy to think about because we look at Kawhi as if he's like literally like
A
some
robot.
robot.
Yes.
We look at him as some robot. But as somebody who literally builds robots, I can tell you sometimes they just don't work. Like when they work, it work, but
This nigga is talking about robots for real. But go ahead.
no, like in all seriousness, so like especially I know we talk about him being built like a machine with stuff like that, but in reality of it is though, okay, I'm gonna put my work in. I'm gonna put my work into it, as an example. But for example, right, I have labs and sites I go to, and we have a machine where I could work on that machine twice a year, one for repair, one for maintenance,
Mhm.
and that machine runs smoothly for the next 2 years without a problem. Except you keep up with the maintenance once a year, it's good to go. But I've also had machines where when I tell you you could replace everything in there somehow a month later, 2 months later, something still goes wrong. There are just certain things that just is unexplainable. And I think Kawhi not being available as much as he hasn't been available. I think it's one thing that you can't explain because you see how he is when he plays. You see his game. You see what he could do. You see what he could how he can lead his team. But somehow, when he's not available, it's just like he just can't play, which makes sense because again, we're talking the injuries. It's whether it's a hamstring or back spasm or whatever it is. I mean, I understand because again, bro, once you pull a hamstring, you're afraid to walk. You're afraid to walk ever again
Bro,
because you think every step is going to be
that's
the
the
last
one.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And
especially in a game
injuries
where
are a part of the game.
yeah,
So let's I feel bad
yeah,
for him, but he's just the most unavailable superstar. And I
no,
think
he
that
is.
the biggest thing about it is people, oh, he was hurt, and because he was hurt, that's the excuse. But give me
Bro,
a year outside of the bubble. Give me a year, 2 years, outside of the bubble and outside of the year when he won the championship.
mm-hmm.
Give me a year when you can say, "Damn, a team counted on Kawhi to take them all the way."
Last time was 2019 with the Raptors. That was the last time.
I said outside of the year he won the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah, that was the last time. Yeah,
Outside,
yeah.
because he played all of the bubble, right?
No,
Oh shit!
no,
I fucked up.
He didn't play the whole bubble. He missed games. He missed the Denver series. He missed
Mm-hmm.
some games in that. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
When
So
you say,
again,
okay,
no. So he's
Kawhi's our
definitely like,
guy. I need him.
hmm
We need him. And I mean, granted, when he was playing on the Spurs and he was the guy on the Spurs, they
hmm
still had Manu. They still had Tim Duncan. They still had Tony Parker.
yeah.
Yes. So they still have those guys.
And
Kawhi
we're
can
talking,
just,
and
yeah, Kawhi can miss
we're
games.
talking 9 years. We're talking 9 years ago. Kawhi also.
Right.
We're talking pre-injury Kawhi also.
Correct.
So so there's a lot more to say about that. But like you said, he just hasn't been available enough. And the thing is though, if you look at the numbers when he is available, the man is just is a dog. There's no question
Yeah,
about it.
he plays out
But
of his mind.
yeah, it is just like,
And I think it's disappointing as a fan to just like what do you do now as the Clippers? Like you're moving into a new arena. You need to put butts in the seat. Like you can't
well,
say,
no. You move into a new arena, you keep that team as is. In fact, you keep as much highlight guys as you can. If you could pay, if Westbrook is willing to stay for for 3.8 million, however much they could pay him on a veterans minimum, because that's how much they can pay him on a veterans minimum. If you can
mhm,
keep Westbrook on that team, okay, and have Kawhi do a little bit less, take off every 3-4 games, take a game off. If you can keep that and manage that for for a long season, I think you keep that team together, and and again, like you said, you got to bring people to the game,
correct.
because being that they were playing with at Staples Center, crypto arena, whatever you want, whatever the name is, like being that they were playing there, it's there's something different about it, because again, you're so used to being there for a Lakers game that if let's say superstars come into town, these actors, celebrities, they come into town, or they're trying to go to a game, be on TV or hang out the court side. Lakers not playing, okay, we'll go to a Clippers game, because it's still same arena, stuff like that. But I think once they move to the new arena, you're gonna have to bring people there. You're gonna have to
Yeah, you're gonna have to
because
make it
again,
exciting. You're gonna have to make it
exactly,
exciting.
yeah.
So they can't blow up. So in essence, they can't blow up the team then. At
No, no,
least
no,
not
no,
yet.
no, 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 no. They can't blow up that team. They have to listen, because again, because if you look at that team, all things considered, that team always looked like they're like one series away from
Oh, 100%. One series
they always seem
away,
like one series away,
a game
one game
away.
away, like one player away. Like it's like they always seem to be right there. So because of that, yeah, you can't take that away from them. But yeah, I think you keep that team together, and like I said, we keep Westbrook,
Yeah.
because again, because if you keep Westbrook, and Westbrook played with PG and OKC, and PG had one of his best seasons when playing with Westbrook. So keep Kawhi there, because you know what Kawhi is gonna do when he's available. So keep Kawhi, continue load manage him, and you put Westbrook there, and let him kind of control the offense, because again, the man knows how to turn the ball over, so
Stop.
um
Stop.
but with that being said, you keep him for you keep him, and you make the team work, man, because I think if any coach can actually like work with this team very well, it's Ty Lue, and he's been doing a great job with them. So
Correct. Correct.
yeah.
So we are done with the playoff. Well, at least this today's games and our little analysis. We can talk about football today, or check it out. We can wait till the draft because I think it's
Tomorrow night.
we can wait and then do a show on Saturday, Friday.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's do that.
because we can just make this a basketball show and
Yeah.
keep it there, and then do a football show separately. Talk about the draft. Talk about the guy who just came to New York, who thinks he's about to. I can't wait till the New York media. Oh, you know what? Let me stop. But anyway, this is the show for today. Thank you for watching. We will catch you. Don't forget to share. Like, I feel like you're about to say something about me being petty or me not being nice. I just have it in my heart that you're gonna say something, but I'm not being petty. It's the truth. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Wedson, for being available. I can't wait till we do our draft show because I know I'm gonna be yelling because the Colts are gonna do something that's gonna piss me off, and and I'm gonna be annoyed, even though I'm not a Colts fan anymore. I'm a Commanders fan
Yes,
now.
you are still going to be annoyed, because
I'm still gonna be annoyed.
because it's like walking past your old house, and you watch
Exactly.
how run down it
Or
is.
like looking at your ex on Instagram and she's talking to an ugly nigga and you're like, damn, like, you know.
First of all, that's a whole other thing, bro. like first of all, seeing two things about that. Seeing your ex's new man being ugly, or seeing your girls like exes being ugly, it gives you
Oh
questions.
my god, it's This is
So
not the show for that. This is not the show for that. But anyways, oh man, thank you for watching. We will definitely catch you on the next one.
peace.
Peace. Oh my god, this guy said senior.
What a shot! And with stomped in the corner. Oh, and then the chest as well. No man.
Oh, go ahead. Do your little intro.